Hello, Zorlak21 here. Today we're going to talk about The Compass of Celestial Direction, Volume 4. Here's the badass cover, which isn't so badass. Um, this is probably my favorite of the Celestial Directional books because you get the underworld during how the underworld was made, your typical introduction from White Wolf. You don't really get, you don't get a lexicon for once, which is kind of nice. You don't really need it. Most of these words are heard out in ancient, I think, Greece and other things. This gives you 8 chapters. This book goes into how the underworld was formed, the really ridiculously cool history of that. Oh my god. How do I put it? It's basically a shadow version of creation. Pretty much it looks exactly the same in geological formation, but instead of a great forest of, you know, the East having the Great Forest, think of a forest of giant bones, or, something like that. Basically a very dark, evil, scary-ass hell version of creation. This delves into all 4 corners of creation, including the Blessed Isle, which is actually the Stygia city. Instead of the main city on the Blessed Isle, it's Stygia. And it's a giant-ass city. It has ruled by, I don't really want to go into that, like, as much history on that part, mainly because it's just so awesome. Anything I try to tell you of it will basically ruin the book. And I don't want to ruin the book because this is that awesome. The information on all the different 4 corners, north, south, east, west, is pretty cool. I like how, like, what you'll expect to walk into those areas, what different it is about it. The antagonist section is probably the best antagonist section out of all the antagonist sections you get through all the softbacks. Probably I should say it's probably the best antagonist section because it deals with Underworld, where the Manual of Exalted Power Abyssals dealt with the Death Lords and their minions. This deals with the other antagonists you can run into. Basically what the Abyssals will have to deal with if they need to go into an area. That, let's say you're off alone on an adventure, and oh wait, I've got to go deal with this dude in boat, who will take my soul away from me if I don't win a game of Go against him. That's awesome. Now imagine if you had to go from creation to go do that. That's pretty cool. You get some very interesting antagonists. The city of Stygia itself, before the Death Lords happened, mind you, it was made during the Primordial War, and that's really all I want to say, mainly because it's that awesome. It's done in the creepy black and white. They did previously with the Tartarus, I think it's called, Book of Sorcery Volume 2, the White and Black Tartarus, where it's like that. It looks vaguely familiar to the Abyssal book. Um, yeah, it's that awesome. I'm sorry this doesn't give you much of a review, but the comic strips tie into the book really well. The artwork is probably another perfect example of how epic artwork can be if you do it for one book and one specific theme. So I suggest getting this book if you're up for an Underworld game, and it's that awesome. Alright, I'm Zorlak, and I'm going to try to get the other review up next. Bye.